Hello, boyos.
Hello, boyos.
This is the Loner Gamecast, where we discuss that everything is video games. This week, we're talking about the Nintendo Direct. Oh, yeah. We're talking about BlizzCon. Nick is having a seizure. And we're going to talk about Google Stadia. Also, the NPD numbers are in. So, we got a stacked show today, honestly. It's going to be a good time, for sure. Last week's question, oddly enough, was what do you want from Nintendo? And we didn't even know that we would be getting a Nintendo Direct. And somehow we got a Nintendo Direct after asking that question. So we're not even going to answer any questions because they kind of answered the questions for us. So I'm Jake, by the way. That's Nick. How you doing, Nick?
Just got off work. Kind of lazy, tired, but it's a good day. It's a good day.
It's a fantastic day. I agree. It's nice and sunny
We got some news from Nintendo. That's exciting. I mean,
sort of,
not particularly good news, but we got some news.
Yeah, some okay news. Could have been worse.
If you get a fucking 50 minute direct and you don't show anything, that's whatever. Whatever, Nintendo. I got
to tell you, Nick. I haven't been playing like anything other than like I played like Don't Starve, which we talked about last week. Like nothing really of note. What have you been playing?
It's because nothing new is happening. Last week I mentioned I was thinking about getting back into Destiny 2 just to see, because I hear good things about it. So I downloaded Destiny 2. It's 130, we'll round up and say 140 gigabyte download. So I put that on my what do you call it? My overall data limit this month. And I started it up and I did a couple of missions, but to my surprise, those missions were like introductory missions for DLC that you have to pay for. And it's like, play this first mission and then talk to this guy. And then you talk to the guy and he's like, oh, well, you can't talk to me until you buy a $50 season pass. And I'm like, I don't even know if I want to keep playing. I don't know what kind of content is in here or what I'm even doing anymore, because it's been since the launch of Destiny 2 since I played it. And it just kind of threw me off. Like, there's not much to do in Destiny anyway. You got strikes, right? You got the Crucible, and you have just like going around the world shooting little NPCs, right? And that's fun for a little bit, but you kind of want to do the raids. You kind of want to do just things with your friends, and I feel like it's very scummy. They just took out so much content. Like, you can't even play the story of Destiny 2 anymore, or at least I can't. You might be able to if you're a new player, but I can't go over the story again. There's less planets, less locations, less everything, it seems like, and no raids anymore, unless you pay the $50. So I'm just like, I don't want to, and I deleted it.
Yeah, dude, I've been having this like existential sort of crisis when it comes to video games. Like, just constantly, I'm just thinking like, God damn, man, modern video games just suck. They just suck. And it's not because they're like bad, like not fun to play, because there's obviously modern video games are like better than, a game that came out in 2001, as they should be. But like the idea of video games is just so shitty. Like, every video game, it's like, you could play it for a bit and then you have to buy a season pass to really keep playing, and they'll take content out. And every game, it used to be where you would play a game and half of the game was just unlocking shit. Now it's like, to unlock shit, you have to pay for things with IRL money, or you can put in 600 hours, but it's like I don't want to put 600 hours in. I want to play a game and unlock everything and do everything in like 60 hours, you know, like that's
right.
And I think that's why people like Sony games so much, because there's such a departure from
they're like they're one and done, you know. You get The Last of Us, you play through it, you go, wow, that was a good story, and then you don't really touch it for a while,
and then you're like, I can play that again. Yeah, they're not putting anything in, they're not taking out certain levels to put in different levels, they're not, you know, cramming DLC down your throat. And although I wish they would with these fucking factions, but we won't get into that. Where's factions?
Where is it? It's not here. Not yet.
Well, it even used to be like multiplayer games, like old school Call of Duty games used to be like you would play so you could unlock everything in prestige and stuff. That's just like not the case anymore. Like even multiplayer games had like a bit of finality back in the day. There is no finality. There is no it's done. And like, you know, the best part of reading a book is the end usually, or like the best part of a movie is like getting through it, and you know,
or the best part of waking up
is Folgers in your cup. There's no Folgers in Destiny 2.
There's no Folgers.
There was an old like Facebook post or maybe it was Reddit. I don't remember. But when Destiny 1 came out and the first big DLC, I think it was The Taken King, right? The Taken King came out and they were like, Destiny is like buying a really nice couch. And when you have this couch, you're like, I love this couch. It's a very comfortable couch. And then in 6 months they come and they say, hey, do you want to buy these nice pillows to go with your couch? And you're like, no, I do. You're like, no, I don't think I need these pillows. I like my couch the way it is right now. And they're like, oh, okay. And they walk into your house with a chainsaw and cut it in half. And they say, if you want your pillows, call us. That's what playing Destiny is.
Yeah, that's a good. I like that metaphor. They just, do you want these pillows? No, I think we're okay. And even if you did buy those pillows, though, they still come and cut your couch in half.
Yeah.
But now you have pillows.
I imagine the people
cover that up.
I imagine the people who are like paying for Destiny updates are like having a gay old time, like, you know, enjoying themselves. But like, man, I liked base Destiny. I had a good time with base Destiny, and I've never gone back because I know that like if I were to pop that thing in, exactly what you're saying is like I can't even play the story anymore. I can't even play Crucible anymore.
And apparently like you get the guns. Like guns are everything in Destiny, right?
Yeah, of course.
But apparently once you like get a gun, there are certain guns that don't go up in levels, so they are 100% useless in the next thing. It's like they're seasonal. So like season 1, the Yallarhorn, I know that's not a gun in the game anymore, but the Yallarhorn's like really good, and then season 2 comes out, and then they just crank the damage numbers down so that it's like you would never want to use this gun because it's just bad. So they pretty much just like take out guns, put guns in, and it's like I just want to play the game the way that that it was, you know. I don't need somebody like messing with all the shit that I have so that I have to spend more money to buy your shit and just keep farming. It's becoming like a very MMO sort of situation without any of like the good content that comes with playing an MMO, you know. You don't. It's
well, I've always had a problem with MMOs for this very reason. So it's like I don't want to pay for a game over and over again. And like and then like, you know, people are obsessed with classic RuneScape because like that's the game they liked, but like they basically ruined RuneScape for a long time before. Same with World of Warcraft. There's like classic World of Warcraft now. So and one day these games like Destiny and you know, even World of Warcraft, like these games won't exist anymore. They just won't exist.
Or they'll be like classic Destiny, you know. We released classic Destiny.
Be it like 30 years, you know, like you won't be able to play Destiny in 30 years. Like you just won't. It won't exist. Where like I could still go back and play Spider-Man, you know, if I wanted to. So yeah. It's just it's annoying. But you know, maybe I'm just old. Who fucking knows? Maybe I'm just old.
We are old. Danny Roar 34 says wants to remind us that she's not a bot, and she says hello.
I saw that.
If you would like to chat with us, we're fucking live every week on Monday at about 3:30.
It's true.
Come on in and twitch.tv/lonercast.
That's true. We got pre and post show too. That's the Lonercast guarantee.
What?
if you were here at the pre-show, you'd understand that reference. Anyway,
other things that I've been playing. I've been playing Control. I haven't gotten through that. I've made some great progress in that. I'm near the end of the game, the base game. That is
nice.
Looking forward to playing all the DLC and whatnot. If you have not played Control, what the fuck are you waiting for? It's super good. Also, because of the Destiny 2 thing, I was like, okay, what game is kind of like Destiny 2 where I can play with my mates and, it's still got that kind of grindy looter shooter kind of thing. So I downloaded the Division 2.
Did you?
And I got in. I did.
Oh, shit.
I did. So if you want to play, I fucking have it. So I downloaded that and I was playing through it. And I'm like, this is how they should have fucking done it. And now there's 2 raids in the Division 2. There's some sort of like endless mode where you go up like a tower. I haven't found that yet, or how to get to it, where you go up a tower and you just fight guys, kind of like a roguelite almost. They added a whole bunch of content that's just in it, and they dropped the price of the DLC to like $8, so I might pick that up if I get people to play with me. Otherwise, But yeah, it's really nice to see. Like,
might be fun.
It's really nice to see like the contrast of like, oh, the whole game is still here, and they added more content.
Right?
It's
that is the way it should be. Like, if you're gonna add shit, leave the old shit.
Yeah.
It's bonkers to me. Anyway, should we get on to some of these events that happened?
Yeah, let's go to the events. I wrote a song for that.
Oh yeah,
for just the events. Yeah, here goes.
Okay, kind of cut out a little, but that's okay.
Okay, yeah, that's it. That's it.
It's beautiful. Let's start with BlizzCon, because we're gonna spend most of our time talking about Nintendo. So I say we just start with BlizzCon.
This is out of order, by the way. BlizzCon happened on like a Wednesday or a Thursday. We don't really give a shit because Blizzard Activision can suck a dick. I'm sorry, I just totally took that from you.
That's all right. Yeah, I didn't even really watch it. There's a couple like noteworthy things here that we've kind of written down. First one, sort of weird thing happened. Twitch replaces Metallica rocking out at BlizzCon online with generic music to avoid DMCA takedown. This comes from Eurogamer. Soon after James Hetfield and co. started rocking out, the lever pullers at Twitch replaced the band's music with a plinky tune in an apparent bid to avoid potential takedowns. This occurred on the Twitch gaming channel, but it did not occur on other Twitch channels, such as Blizzard's own, and it did not occur on the live stream on Blizzard's YouTube channels I was watching at the time. That is fucking weird, man.
Isn't it? So this article keeps, I don't know if you read this article, but the article keeps going on and it says that like Twitch may not have had the same rights that Blizzard had to the Metallica stuff. Mm-hmm. So that's why they couldn't. So that's why all of Blizzard's stuff still played Metallica music, but Twitch had to mute it. And I wonder if they got like a heads up or something. Like, probably, heads up, there's going to be a fucking Metallica concert in the middle of our thing, so you're going to have to go dark. And
I'd imagine...
What? Fuck.
I'd imagine it's because, like, Twitch is, like, technically just, like, a restream of the main Blizzard account.
Right.
But, like, dude, you'd think Metallica would be like, yeah, stream this everywhere. Like, I want people to see it. Like, I just don't get it, man. I don't get it.
I don't get the music industry at all.
Like, don't you at this point, don't you just want people to hear your fucking live stream? Like, come on, dude, it's so stupid.
Yeah,
but I guess it's like, hey, if you want the full experience, you have to come to the Blizzard YouTube channel, or you have to come to the Blizzard Twitch channel. So like, I guess I kind of get that, but like, also, fuck off, dude.
They should have warned. Like, I feel like there should have been a warning, like, oh, hey, we're Blizzard and we're the only ones with a Metallica, rights. So come over and watch the actual show.
But
if you're on any other thing, you're gonna miss a dope ass concert, you know.
But like this happens all the time now, right? Where like someone will be doing like a live reaction to like BlizzCon or the Nintendo Direct or whatever, and there's like copyrighted music in the trailer, and then your fucking stream is muted, and you get like a DMCA strike, and it's like, no, dude, I'm just fucking reacting to this thing. Like, it's so dumb. Like, it makes no sense to me. I hate it. I hate it.
Art is dead. Art is dead.
Art is dead.
Thanks, capitalism.
In other news, Diablo 2 Resurrected announced for PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch on IGN. And this just makes me realize, man, there's a lot of different platforms, isn't there? It's insane.
Well, okay, so before we jump into the story, remember when the PlayStation 4 came out, and it was everything was like, it's on PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, the Wii U, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Yeah, it was like, it's pretty much the same shit. We're just in a transitional period where this is just gonna happen.
I hear you, but we do have the Series X, Series S, PS4 Pro. So it is getting more convoluted. But
it's a transitional period, and I feel like the transitional period is going to extend even farther because of people not getting their consoles.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see what happens in the next couple months, but yeah. Anyway. Blizzard Entertainment and Vicarious Visions, the former Activision Blizzard subsidiary that was recently folded into Blizzard proper, have announced Diablo 2 Resurrected, the long-rumored remaster of the 2000 action RPG classic. It's due out in 2021 for PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch.
Give them to me one more time. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Resurrected will include all of the content from the Lord of Destruction expansion pack, including the Assassin and Druid player classes. The announcement was the climactic moment of BlizzCon 2021, aka Blizzconline. Wow. Blizzard's virtual celebration of its company's games and community after the COVID-19 pandemic caused the cancellation of last year's event.
I think that's a great name for BlizzCon.
Yeah.
BlizzConline. It's a good play on words, and that's the only thing I like from Blizzard.
It's pretty fucking done. I guess I never really cared much about Diablo. It was never really my jam. So
I did when I was a wee lad, and it was one of those games where I wasn't allowed to play it because of all the blood and gore, but I would still, go to my parents' computer and, fight the butcher on the first level and die from him every single time, but always, like shooting skeletons and whatnot. But recently I've been playing, I tried playing Diablo 3, and I'm like, this is just boring nothing. It's just nothing. And I don't get it anymore, and I wonder if it's the same, but I don't care enough to go back and try it.
My real question about this game is, the last time Activision Blizzard released a sort of remaster like this was Warcraft 3 Reforged.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like not well received at all.
Apparently,
and
this won't be either.
Well, and what really makes me think that is the fact that Vicarious Visions was like moved over to Blizzard like 2 months ago, and they're like, yeah, this is coming out this year.
This year. Like, so
what?
the people that were working on the remakes just kind of melded into this company.
Yeah,
but that the people that were working on it were probably the same people working on the Warcraft 3 remake.
Reforged, yeah.
Reforged, yeah.
That one still bums me out because that was my game as a young lad, was Warcraft 3. I fucking love that game.
You can't trust a game developer anymore, I've found.
Well,
you just can't.
Of course.
You can't, like, any of these game developers that are like, oh yeah, we got this great thing, and Bethesda did it with Fallout 76. CD Projekt did it with Cyberpunk. EA has been doing it with everything, and Ubisoft recently has been doing it with a couple of things I don't remember off the top of my head. But it's just like I can't trust any game developer now because, or at least publisher, because they're all scummy and they don't care.
Yeah, it's true. It's also what's weird to me about this. Another weird thing is that Diablo 2, a game that came out 21 years ago, was the headline.
The climax.
This is a 21-year-old game. Like, what the fuck? But whatever.
Yeah, I found that funny too while you were reading it. Just like that climax of, I forget what it was that you said. Forget the wording that you said, but it was like, the climax. I'm like, they didn't have anything else.
I guess
nothing. Nothing about like Overwatch 2 or whatever.
Well, apparently, like they did a giant like live stream. They pretended like it was BlizzCon, where like they had like live stream events after like the big opening ceremony or whatever. And apparently the dudes that are making Overwatch did a little like, hey, here's some stuff from Overwatch 2. We don't have a release date yet, but here's some stuff from it, and here's some like character models. So I guess they did like show some stuff from Overwatch 2, and what everyone's saying, and I would concur with, is it looks exactly like Overwatch 1, and it's just like, why are you even making this game? But it is what it is. Let's get to the other big event here, the Nintendo Direct. Let's just run down this entire bitch. It was long. It was a long guy. It was like about
50 minutes.
About 50 minutes, yeah. This happened on the 17th last week. I have noted here that it started with a Ringo Starr sounding motherfucker. This dude is talking, sounds like Ringo Starr, and then you find out it's Pyra and Mithra. They're joining the old Smash, the Smash clan.
It's really good. It's really good that they're adding plot into Smash Bros. Now. I really like the plot that they're adding into this Smash Bros. And I might pick this one up. Because
is there a plot? Is there a plot, or is that just like an announcement trailer?
No, it was an announcement trailer, but the plot's on the characters. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, but they've always done that. They've always done that shit, though. Where it's just like funny, jokey. Look at Zelda versus Mario or whatever.
Right, but you only watch anime for the plot, though.
That's true. All right. Oh, you talking because she has big boobies?
You got it.
Big boobas. Okay,
there you go.
She does have big. She does have big anime boobas. That's true.
Yeah.
I forget what game are they from? They're from
Xenoblade Chronicles.
Yeah, one of those things. And it looks like this character.
Where Shulk's from.
It looks like this character is supposed to be like old school Zelda, sort of, where you like can transform between the two characters, like how
that's pretty sweet.
In the older games, you could transform between Zelda and Sheik. Now Zelda and Sheik are their own characters, but ultimately, this is another, anime dude with a sword.
It's Smash. Another sword wielder.
It's just like, fuck, man. I think
you could have added anybody else. You could have added Cuphead. You could have added anything else.
I think the most fun.
Fortnite has the Mandalorian. What the fuck are you doing, Smash?
The most fun characters in Smash, I think, are not the ones with swords. It's like Pikachu or the weird ones. The
weird ones like
Yonkadonk,
DD King.
Yeah, King DDD.
King DDD. That's what it is. King DDD or Meta Knight, Jigglypuff.
Yeah, those are the fun ones. Bowser, I like Bowser.
Yoshi. Yeah.
And then it went in to announce that Fall Guys is coming to Switch.
Hold on. Whoa. You missed a couple of things, didn't you? No, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
This is just all fucked up.
Just out of order, yeah.
Mine's out of order.
Okay. Then we got Fall Guys on Switch. Yeah, at the end you can if I missed anything. I don't think I did though. Fall Guys on Switch is coming this summer. Who cares? It's Fall Guys. I mean, that's cool. It's coming to Switch.
It's cool that it's on Switch because that's a nice Switch game. You pick up your Switch, you play a game on the toilet, then you just put it down.
I hope they get it for free.
Yeah,
they won't, but
they won't.
And then they also announced Outer Wilds is coming this summer. I hear that's a fantastic game.
Yeah.
And then these two like visual novel games that I'd never heard of. Famicom Detective Club. 2 games. They're coming out May 14th. So if you're into these weird ass visual novels, there you go. This was kind of a big piece of news though. Samurai Warriors 5 is coming this summer. I'm not a huge fan of those kind of games, but
Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, but apparently people really like them, so that's cool.
I guess. I mean, they just released Zelda Dynasty Warriors, and now they have Samurai Dynasty Warriors.
Well, Samurai Warriors, yeah, they've been making those for a long time.
Well, yeah, there's a 5 after it, so I'm assuming it's
the
5th one or close to the 5th one.
Yeah,
I don't get these games.
Yeah, but I'm excited for Persona 5 Strikers though, and that's sort of like a Dynasty Warriors type game. So
that's what I hear.
I might fuck with that game, honestly. And then they announced a fucking an NES game is being remastered. Legend of Mana, which is a great game. I do love that game. And it looks nice. Like, I'm kind of into it, but like they didn't change it enough to be like, ooh, look at this. It's just confused. It's not worthy of even being in this.
What's weird about these remasters that Nintendo's putting out? They're not fucking remasters. They are just upscales. They are hardly remasters. They don't look any different. They just are wider now. The screens just go out more. That's what.
Yeah. Well, and the pixels look nicer, and they added like voice acting. I think maybe, I don't know.
That's not a remaster. That's just like
I'd say that is a remaster. You're thinking of a remake,
I guess.
Yeah. Then a game you're very excited about, Monster Hunter Rise, is coming out March 26th.
Yeah, we got a sweet look at what was it? The Calamity? It's not called the Calamity. I forget what it's called, but
the Dino Boys.
It's where all the monsters just start coming out in waves, and you have to defend your home, I guess, your home base from these waves of monsters with your pals, and that looks really fucking cool. I'm super excited for it. It looks beautiful, and I'm ready for it. March 26th, 2021. That's the next game.
Very soon, next month. And then probably one of the biggest announcements from this direct was Mario Golf Super Rush, which is coming out June 25th.
Do you think that was one of the biggest ones?
I definitely think it was, yeah.
Okay.
There wasn't much bigger than this. There was one more thing that was bigger, the one more thing at the end for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this was like sort of the spotlight thing. It's also coming out this year. It looks like a lot of fun. Too. Yeah, June 25th. That's not too far away.
And my boy Waluigi's in it.
Yeah, we got Waluigi kicking up the jams. I really like that like rush mode where it's golf, but everyone's playing at the same time, and it's not even about pars. It's just about getting your ball to the hole at the end. Like it's like you're racing. It looks like a lot of fun.
It does look like a lot of fun, but for a $60 price tag, I'm not so sure we're going to get a whole lot of gents to pop up and play.
I'll probably get it.
Well,
that's one. There's nothing coming out. I'll fucking get that shit. That sounds fun. Then they announced Tales from the Borderlands coming out March 24th. So,
how old is that game?
It's got to be.
That game is super fucking old, isn't it?
Considering it's from a studio that doesn't exist anymore, and they haven't existed for a few years, it's got to be pretty old. But people really like that game. But yeah, the Tales, what's it called? The Telltale games. Those fit really well on the Switch. So
yeah,
that's cool. That's cool. Hopefully they like make them run better on the Switch too. That'd be cool.
It came out.
I also I wonder who owns the rights to those Telltale games now as well.
It came out 2014.
Yeah.
This is a 6-year-old game that they're
a 7. Yeah.
7-year-old game. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt because it came out in November.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
So, yeah, can we stop?
No.
We don't need this shit on Switch. We don't need it.
I mean, I'm fine with it. It's just support. Who cares? Maybe they make them run better. And I am still curious. Who owns the Telltale games? I have no idea.
I'm trying to look that up right now.
They also announced Capcom Arcade, which is out now. That's pretty cool. Go play your Capcom games. It seems a little different where it's not like you buy the arcade and you get every game. It seems like a platform where you can add to your collection in the arcade. A
platform within a platform.
Yeah, which is weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
You remember Namco Arcade where it would just come with 50 games? That was the shit.
Yeah, dude, I remember that. And then you just load it up and you play old games. I never did because I'm not really a fan of those old.
You remember the one? I think it was on PS1, maybe it was PS2, where it was you ran around a museum. It was Namco Museum, and you ran around as Pac-Man in this 3D world, and you would walk into doors, and it's now you're playing Galaga. It was kind of cool.
I do remember that actually.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, but you got all those for the same price.
Yeah.
It was one price, and then it was you spend $20-$25 and then you get to play all those games
and nowadays, back then it was
years old.
Back then it was $30 for the entire collection. Now it's you pay $20 for the platform and then it's $5 per game.
Oh God. It's like those pinball arcade games that you get.
Horrible. It's horrible.
Telltale Games is now LCG Entertainment Incorporated, and they don't even have a wiki page yet. So
it's new.
It's very new.
Just figuring it out. Okay. Stubbs the Zombie comes out March 16th. I know nothing about this game.
I don't know anything. I think I missed this part. I don't know how.
It was very brief. It was a very brief thing. I think. Yeah, it's just a small game. But this is sort of a big one here. No More Heroes 3 is coming out August 27th. That's cool. I know everyone's been excited for this game for a long time. I remember playing No More Heroes back in the day on the Wii. I had a lot of fun with that game. So that's cool. Any thoughts on No More Heroes?
Yeah, I never played them.
Okay.
But I feel like if I played them now, they would just be extremely dated. The references and the jokes and all the it would just none of those jokes would land well, except for his name, which is Travis Football, and that's a fucking great name. I just gotta say
that's a great name. It's a very good name. And then we've got this new game, Neon White, which looks like a crazy.
Looks interesting.
Looks like a crazy anime game. I have here written on my notes here, Steve Bloom. Is that Steve Bloom in the trailer? It sounded like Steve Bloom. I'm pretty sure that's.
I don't know who that is.
Do you remember? You remember Toonami?
Yes, I remember Toonami.
Okay, you remember the guy that would sit in the spaceship and you'd be like, "Welcome back to Toonami." That's Steve.
Yeah.
He also played Spike from Cowboy Bebop.
Okay.
In the American dub.
So what I have here in my non-existent notes is this game looks real pretty.
Yeah.
It's made by the same guys that made... I don't remember. But it looks like a card-based, like a deck builder / platformer thing, and it's really fast-paced, and you have to have a card in your hand in order to kill somebody, and if you miss, it looks like, then your card doesn't refill, and you can't kill the next guy. So I think it's like a time trial, card-based assassin's game. It looks really, really cool.
Yeah, it looks cool. I like that anime shit. And since it is so anime, it makes sense that Steve Bloom would be in it. So that's cool. That's what really got me the most hyped, and I don't even know why. I was just like, Steve Bloom. I was just a fangirl, I guess.
Okay, so it's developed by Ben Esposito, who is the creator of Donut County, the adorable little thing where you get the hole bigger and bigger and shit falls in. Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool.
So that's a fun little game. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, oh shit, and the characters look cool. Next
on the docket here. We've got probably my most anticipated game of the year. DC Superhero Girls is coming out June 4th. Apparently this is a show. Okay, I guess it's a show. Yeah, I guess
is it DC, really?
I think it is, and I think most of the characters are played by Tara Strong because it sounds like Tara Strong. Mm-hmm. Back to voice actors. Yeah, I don't know. I guess if you're a little kid, I guess you could get into this. A little girl who likes superheroes, a little boy who likes girl superheroes. Like that art style is atrocious, though. I don't know.
It looks horrible.
Yeah, but I mean,
they went on way too long with this game, if I might add. For for the age group that this is, there's no little girl that age group who would want to play this game who is watching your direct.
Yeah, maybe there's parents though that are like, oh, here's a game for little Jackie. It's a game for little Johnny. Little Johnny and Jackie can play DC Superhero Girls. Well, I get to play Plants vs. Zombies, which is coming out March 19th.
Oh, hey, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like like a remake? I don't know.
Is it? I don't think so. I think it's a brand new thing because they're adding like new plants and new zombies.
Okay, so just more Plants vs. Zombies. They're all kind of remakes. They're all the same shit.
Yeah, I mean it's an AV8 multiplayer.
Yeah,
I like Call of Duty.
I like the Plant vs. Zombie games. They're fun.
I do too. I have a high respect for those games.
Yeah,
because they actually are very good.
They are very fun.
They remind me a little bit of like Viva Pinata in that kind of like nobody really talks about them, but they are good. And everybody kind of knows that. Yeah. It's like, what are you doing today? Nobody goes, I'm playing Plants vs. Zombies. They're just kind of like, yeah, that's a good game.
You always forget how good Plants vs. Zombies is until you play it again. You're like, that's just good, wholesome fun.
Yeah. I enjoy it.
Killing plants, killing zombies. This was another kind of big game that was announced. And everyone was sort of like, why? Why does this exist? But I'd consider it a big game, I guess. Miitopia, which is coming out May 21st, which looks like you use your Miis to play Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah. One of the hardest games ever. It looks like they used to have this game on the DS for free. Yeah. And you would like...
is different than this, though.
The people, well, yeah, it's like a more expanded thing than this. But like the people that you would meet and like connect to, and people that cross paths with you would help you with your Me Venture or whatever it was called. And then, you'd get through dungeons and dungeons, and then people would pass out, and as they would leave, and then you'd have to find other people with DSs, and it was kind of fun. But it's like a second thought kind of thing. It's like, oh, well, I'm sitting on this bus. I might as well do something. I don't know why this is a thing.
Yeah.
Is it an RPG? I don't remember them showing like RPG elements in this game.
Well, it seemed like literally it was Darkest Dungeon. So I guess if you consider that an RPG, I kind of would. Yeah, it looks like you can get upgrades and maybe cosmetic stuff.
Baby's first Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah, there's more to be seen, I guess. Yeah, just and Mario. Nintendo is not. They're not shy to taking a very hard concept like that and taking it to an easier level, because they did that with Mario Rabbids, where it was it was XCOM but Mario. Yep. So
it was still hard though.
It was still pretty hard, but it was not XCOM hard.
No.
Yeah.
Well, XCOM's not even hard. XCOM's just stupid.
Yeah, fuck that game. I love that game.
A-lister journalists.
Game. Yeah, fuck that game.
Stupid.
I just have written here Animal Crossing Mario stuff.
Yeah, right.
Is coming this week, February 25th.
The 400,000 people that have stopped playing Animal Crossing because they have all the seasonal shit are going to jump back in and get all the Mario shit.
Yep. It's time
and do
to
all
get
their chores.
Time to get your Mario shit. The one cool thing I will say that they showed was the warp pipe, which is very cool.
Super useful.
Yeah,
Super useful.
Very cool. You can like teleport around your map now.
I think it's you can only put two. You can only put two down though.
That's still very cool.
It's really cool if you can do like islands that are just like not connected, and that would be kind of interesting. You don't have to have a bridge. You just
what I would say is
an island.
If you have a house very far away from your airport, and you just have the pipe at your house, and then you just
a pipe at your airport. I like that.
Yeah, that's what I would use it for. But my house is right next to the airport, so who cares?
Mine is too.
This one is one I'm actually kind of excited for. It comes out 2022. Triangle Strategy.
Oh, this looks great.
Yeah, this looks really cool. This looks like sort of a pseudo sequel to Octopath Traveler. It is being made by Square Enix. Debut demo is out now. I'm excited, dude. It looks like Octopath Traveler, but instead of your classic standard RPG combat, you now have like Fire Emblem sort of.
Fire Emblem. Yeah. That's combat. Exactly what it is.
Final Fantasy Tactics sort of deal.
Yeah. It looks really good. Yeah, it just looks really good. I have not gotten a chance to play the demo. I have it downloaded.
I haven't.
And I was going to play it. I was going to play it that day we played Gloomhaven, but we were having such a good conversation that I just didn't pull out my Switch at all. Yeah. I'm like, maybe I'll be bored over there, and then it totally wasn't because we had a great time. But yeah, it was. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one, honestly.
Same.
And if it looks as good as if it plays as good as it looks, they got my money on this one.
My biggest problem with Octopath Traveler, for one, is that the combat got a bit repetitive. But the combat was fine. It was okay. The biggest problem with Octopath Traveler, though, was the exploration element of it was very, very boring. It was literally like, here's the main path, and then like there's one diverging path that leads to a chest. Like that was the whole game, which is fine, but for how long that game is, it just wasn't enough. So I really hope they fix that in this version, in this game. I hope the exploration is better. But also, another big issue with Octopath Traveler was just like the story was sort of lackluster. And the fact that this is triangle strategy, and it seems, with these games, what Fire Emblem is it's like armies. So this seems like it's going to be 3 fighting factions. So instead of 8 different characters where you're trying to delve into these different characters, it's 3 factions, which is way more manageable, I think, for them to...
You would think, but then you think about like Fire Emblem, and inside those factions, there's like 20 characters, 24 characters, where each one of them has a story, and Octopath.
But the overarching story is there,
right?
Where there was no overarching story,
right. It was just kind of like, here's these characters, and they are basic, and it was like, okay, aside from maybe 1 or 2 of them, Well,
none of them were like. I liked all of the characters. They just like didn't connect at all, and like. It didn't feel necessary. But Star Wars Hunters comes out this year.
Did you see who makes it? Who's making it?
Who is making it?
Zynga.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, it was Zynga.
Yeah. So Zynga, the people that made Mafia Wars back in the day when Facebook Games was the real shit with like Farmville and Mafia Wars and that kind of shit. I
kind of miss Mafia Wars. I had a good time with it. It was kind of fun.
Hold your tongue, because that game's probably real fucking bad.
I liked Mafia Wars. I had a good time.
I did too. I mean, I can't deny it. I played it myself. I played a little bit of Farmville. Same sort of principle.
I was more into Mafia Wars, but yeah.
Yeah. But it's a game. It's a Star Wars game made by the people that made Mafia Wars from Facebook, and it's like, how are they gonna do it just like Mafia Wars, where it's gonna be like kind of like a phone game? And that's the kind of direction that I'm thinking it's gonna go. It's just gonna be another phone game for the Switch. It'll probably come out to phones too.
Yeah.
Or are they gonna be like the guys that made Destruction All Stars, where they started out as a phone game and now they're like into like 3D
possible
console games? So I'm like, this one is going to be one to watch for sure.
Yeah, that's a good point. Interestingly, like, I think with this story is that it shows that Disney is ready to move away from EA. And
oh yeah,
the fact that we're seeing Zynga, and then we've got the rumored Ubisoft game, and like, it shows that they're not just sticking with Ubisoft either. It shows that they're ready to they're ready to mingle,
branch out, and touch everybody's development teams. Yeah.
What was Knockout City, May 21st? I can't remember what this was.
Knockout City looks like like a, I don't know.
Oh, right, like
this
ball
game where you grab a ball and you throw it at somebody's face. It's like dodgeball, but
on
a bigger scale.
Looks ugly, I thought. The world looks very hollow, but it has potential to be very fun.
It's like they made Mario Kart Live. These people. Oh, really? On the phone. It's a dodgeball multiplayer game, so it's going to be like Splatoon but dodgeball. It's kind of
cool, but like, it looks really cheap.
Yeah. When does it? It doesn't say when it's coming.
It's May 21st.
Oh.
Yeah, May 21st.
Just don't buy this game. It's going to be real empty and real bland.
Who knows? Maybe we'll see. Maybe it'll be like a $15 game. Who knows?
Maybe it's worth it then.
World's End Club comes out May 28th.
This looks cool.
World's End.
This one's you and 11 others, known as the Go-Getters Club, set off on a captivating journey across Japan and experience an adventure that blends side-scrolling action with a suspenseful narrative. Looks really good. You got all these like crazy cute characters, and they're
chibi.
Kind of. It looks like they start out with like a battle royale, like that old movie where it's like everybody must die, but then the game's canceled because something else happened in the world and nobody's around anymore. Everybody disappeared or something, and
it's like the Langoliers.
Yeah.
Stephen King's The Langoliers. No? Okay, just me.
I don't know. Just you.
Yeah, it looks cute. I want to see more. I want to see more of what it is, but yeah, May 28th.
If it has like that Persona style, like you have to connect with everybody and make them your friend, I'm interested.
It is sort of what it looks like. The aesthetic seems similar. Not as stylish, but like, similar.
Yeah.
Hades is getting a physical release, so if you bought the game, time to buy the game again, March 19th. That's basically what they said in the trailer too. They're like, hey, we know you all bought this game. You should buy it again.
You should get it again, but now you can lick it.
Yeah. I mean, cool. That's fine.
I mean, it was pretty much game of the year. So
yeah, it deserves a physical release. It'd be really cool if it's like, hey, I already own it, and you get like a discount to get the physical. But
I'm gonna take a little tangent here.
Okay,
what is the reason owning any Switch game physically? Because they give you these packages that are this big, right? To hold a little thing that is this big. So you can't like put that on your shelf and be like, yeah, look at that over there. That's my, Hades physical. Like, you can't put that on a shelf and it looks impressive, But are
you putting CDs on your fucking shelf and that looks impressive? What are you talking about?
No, but like you have the PlayStation 4 cases that are substantial, right?
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Bro.
The Switch case is small. It's teeny. What are you gonna show me?
It's not that small. It's like a.
Put it next to a PlayStation case.
It's not that small.
Put it sideways. I don't know.
What are you talking about?
It's just not that impressive to me. Like I don't see it. And then you open it up and the little things right here, and then you're just gonna slide that little thing into like.
I do think there is a reason people buy physical, and it's the fact that like if you're running off of internal storage on your Switch, you have like no fucking space, and that saves you a lot of space by having physical games. It really does.
Right, but then just I don't know. I found
what's the point of buying physical anything? You know.
Yeah.
These days.
These days,
everything is
since
a
the
download.
PlayStation 5. I have not bought.
Did you got it?
Physical.
You got a disc tray though?
I do,
but you don't use it.
I don't use it. I used it for Cyberpunk. Yeah, I used it for Cyberpunk, and I was like, okay, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's something that I want.
I get you. I don't like the idea of having to own things physical for Switch either. But I do own some Switch games, obviously. But
yeah. Anyway, let's move on.
Jake 1, Nick 0.
Fuck you.
This was pretty big too. Ninja Gaiden Sigma Balls. 1 through 3. The Master Collection comes out June 10th. That's really cool. These Ninja Gaiden games kick ass. It's cool. People don't talk about them enough. They're kick-ass games.
They're really hard.
They are really hard. Oh god, I love the NES game. NES Ninja Gaiden. It's nothing like this, but oh man, I love that game.
It's horrible.
Hey, fuck
it's
you,
such a hard game. It's such a hard game. I don't mean like it's horrible, like it's a bad game, but it's horrible. Like you never beat that. You're gonna never beat that game. No.
But you stick to walls, and that's cool.
You stick, okay, and you throw little shurikens, and you jump around people. Yeah, I've played it. It looks, it's good. It's hard.
But that's not what these are. These are the more 3D centric Ninja Gaiden games, and they're kick-ass. They're kick-ass games. I've played them. I've never beaten them, but they're kick-ass.
Still really hard.
Yeah, kick-ass games. So that's exciting. Get excited. Hyrule Warriors is getting an expansion pass.
And we knew it.
And they put all the dates up there. I don't really care. I'm not going to tell you the dates. Go look it up. Yeah, fine. Cool. This is exactly what we were talking about. Every game never ends. It's more and more bullshit. You know, teams don't move on to new games. They just make expansions.
I did not make that connection for the longest time. Like, what are we talking about? Did we just go on to another game? No. It's just more DLC for a game that just came out. Yeah.
Yeah, true. Yeah, the game literally just came out like a few months ago. It's like, here's an expansion pass. It's like, what the fuck? Bravely Default 2 is coming out February 26th. This week. That's super cool.
Wow.
It's
really
cute,
quick.
Yeah, cute little games. I know a lot of people like them. Chibi little characters, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not a lot of animation.
Yeah, just your classic sort of RPG style game. You got 4 dudes, they fight, they do things for you. Coming out a day before that, we got Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection. This game looks fucking horrible. I can't believe this game exists. Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection? Look it up, dude. Dude, if you don't remember it, look it up. This shit looks so bad. It looks so ugly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
I love the original Ghosts and Goblins, but dude, this game looks so gross. Maybe I'll stand... Dude, they've been pushing this game so hard, too, which is what's so weird about it. So, like, maybe it's something. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
It's nothing. Man. It's nothing. I guarantee you it's nothing. It's going to be like... Oh, man. Just play, like, Shovel Knight. This looks horrible. This looks really bad.
Looks really bad. Saga Frontier Remastered comes out April 15th. Cool. I have no real opinions about this game.
Yeah, it's a Saga game. If you like Saga, you're probably going to get this. If you don't like Saga or don't know what it is, you're probably not going to get it.
Yeah. Apex Legends is coming out March 9th. That's cool. I'm surprised it wasn't on the Switch already. Yeah. Apex is great. I love Apex. Play it all the time. Then some dude came out, the Zelda guy. He came out and he's like, hey, Zelda Breath of the Wild, that sequel that we announced 2 years ago? We have no updates. We may talk about it later this year, though. And he's like, but here's Skyward Sword HD, which is coming out July 16th, which is cool. It's kind of disappointing that we're not seeing any information about the sequel at all. Not even like a cutscene or anything. But I get it. With Corona and stuff, I'm sure their productivity is down tremendously. So
I will say something about this being. I know a lot of people are bummed that it's Skyward Sword, and they're like, really, it could have been like Twilight Princess or Spirit Tracks or any of those other ones that they haven't remade in a minute. Yeah. And I think it's good that it's Skyward Sword because it was on the Wii.
Yes.
Fuck. Never mind. People fucking played this game. My whole point is mute. No,
the Wii U Zelda game was Breath of the Wild. So
yeah. So fuck me then. Why are they doing this? Fuck that everybody had a fucking
so
everybody's got a Switch.
I could make a valid argument for Skyward Sword being remade versus Twilight Princess,
which fucking suck, and I just want to update
which
it.
Twilight Princess was also on the Switch, but or Switch on the Wii, but versus Wind Waker, which I would love to see another Wind Waker remake. I fucking love that game. But like, I could see why they want to remake Skyward Sword because the controls are ass, and they're like, hey, we've got the original controls where you can use our better motion controls on the Switch, or we took that away and you can play it normal. So like being able to play this game normally. I've heard of people emulating this game and you don't have to use motion controls and it's actually a pretty competent game when there isn't the shitty motion controls. And I remember playing this game on my mom's Wii because my mom had a Wii. I didn't have a Wii. My mom had a Wii. And I remember playing Skyward Sword and being like, God, this is so fucking with the fucking arrow and shit, and like, oh God, I hated it. But like, being able to play this without motion controls could be really cool.
When will companies learn that motion controls in video games is just a bad idea?
Yeah, well, it works if it's
accurate.
Oculus?
It's never accurate.
Oculus or
I guess
VR.
I guess
there are times where it's cool. Like
anyway.
when you're playing Guitar Hero and you go like that with the guitar and it activates your star power.
Okay, that's hardly motion controls though. That's a switch and you're just pressing another switch, but because you're doing this,
it's emotion. It's emotion.
All
buttons are motion controls because you have to. Yeah,
you have to do this and it moves the button up and down. Yeah, okay.
Every button is a motion control. I don't know. I'm excited for Skyward Sword. I probably won't buy it because it's gonna be fucking $70 or whatever, but.
No, 60. If it's on the Switch, it'll be 60.
If it was like $30, I'd think about it though, for sure.
Oh, you could probably get that on the Wii for $30. Probably less.
I don't have a fucking. Who has a Wii?
I don't know. You could probably get the whole thing together for $30 on the Wii.
Probably. Splatoon 3. This was the big announcement. Yeah, I know.
Just jumped right into it.
Blew my load. Dude. Yeah, this comes out 2022. Splatoon 3. This was the most hyped. It will. This was the most hyped. It will. This was the most hyped shit. Yeah, it will. Dude, when they showed the little squid man, I was like, oh fuck!
Your little buddy guy who follows you. Yeah.
I was like, oh fuck! I'm so excited, and then they're like 2022, and I'm like, oh, okay. I guess we'll wait.
I guess we'll wait. Why do they announce these games so fucking early?
I guess we'll wait. Yeah, I don't get it. I feel like Splatoon 3, they were planning on releasing it later this year, and then it got pushed back because of the vid of Co. That's my guess anyway. Same with Zelda. I imagine they were planning for Zelda to come out next year, and now it's probably going to be pushed to the year after that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for Splatoon 3. I fucking love Splatoon.
Yeah, I'm super stoked.
They could re-release the same exact game, and I will play it, and I will buy it.
But no, like the characters look great. The customization looks much better. There's new weapons that look really good. I'm sure there's going to be new abilities. It's just an expanse on Splatoon, and I'm all for it.
I guarantee this game's coming out next year, though. Considering that the time between Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2 was about this length of time, I have a feeling that Splatoon 3 will hit its mark next year. Also, Nintendo is not one for delaying games. They hardly ever delay games. Once they put a date on it.
Oh, okay.
Once they put a date on it. Yeah, I know Metroid, but they never put a date on Metroid. Yeah,
Yeah, Metroid and Zelda.
Yeah, but they never put dates on these games. They announced them and never put dates on them. But like,
it's true.
They've never. I guess Animal Crossing they pushed, but like that was like a few months. Yeah, they never really do that. They're not one to do that.
Let's hope that they stick to that, because I would love to play some Splatoon in 2 years.
Yeah. No, that's gonna be next year, bitch.
Well, I know, but it's gonna be December next year, November next year.
Dude, I hope not. I really hope it's like a fucking February or March game next year.
I really hope it's a summer game or something to fill the gap.
Yeah,
between games.
I really hope so, dude. A March Splatoon sounds really nice. Because like, think about it. That's when Animal Crossing came out last year. Was March. So like, if they were to release Splatoon 3, which is like a well-known property, but it's not Mario, it's not Zelda, and they release it in March, it has potential to be a huge success.
Yeah,
that may be Nintendo's new like spot for their like darling games, So
it could be.
Yeah, we'll see next year, March. I'm saying March. They did not say March, but I'm saying March 2022. That's my guess.
I am smart enough not to say anything.
Yeah, fair enough. We've got one more piece of news here. Actually, two more pieces of news here. Thank you for the kalimba. Yeah. And we also have the MPD numbers. So let's get into this. Google Stadia devs were praised for making great progress before getting sacked 5 days later. This comes from Game Debate. An internal email was apparently sent to the Stadia Games and Entertainment SG&E staff from Stadia's head, Phil Harrison, just days before the official announcement was made and everyone was laid off. In the email, hopes were looking high for the time, and quite maliciously indicated that there were no issues afoot. Quote, Stadia Games and Entertainment has made great progress building a diverse and talented team and establishing a strong lineup of Stadia exclusive games, Harrison apparently said in the email. Quote, we will confirm the SG&E investment envelope shortly, which will, in turn, inform the SG&E strategy and 2021 objectives and key results. Around 150 staff members lost their jobs after the announcement that Google would be shutting down their first-party development teams, but at least they were told before the public announcement was made, though they were not allowed to question Harrison about the decision until a few days later. What's worse is that apparently when staff did end up asking Harrison questions, they asked about the aforementioned email, to which Harrison replied that we knew and immediately regretted it. But regret does not give someone's job back, unfortunately. That's sad as fuck, man.
Dude.
That's dark.
Remember when a couple weeks ago when they were like, yeah, we're shutting down Stadia, but everybody's going to have a job. We're just going to move everybody within Google. And then I saw this news story and I'm like, those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers are just like, yeah, these people aren't going to have their job. We laid them off, and
that's fucked, man.
Yeah.
In the middle of a pandemic, no less. They couldn't even like get out like a game. Like just let them just let them have a game. Like give them one game. They're Google. They're Google. They can afford to like do one game. And then like the game fails and they can put the game on PlayStation if Stadia doesn't work, you know? Like, come on. Like Google could end up turning Stadia into like a dev team for different consoles if Stadia doesn't work or whatever. But I don't get it, man. I don't get the rich. We should eat them. We should eat the rich.
We should eat the reach. We should eat the reach.
We should eat the rich. Yeah, that's really fucked. The fact that they like sent them a very kind letter, like, "Hey, you guys are doing great. Everything looks great. Like it's going well." And then like a few days later, they're like, "Oh, you're all fired.
You're all fired. You're all fired, and we're not actually moving you."
And also, it's not your fault that you're fired. It's actually my fault for making a really shitty business decision. But I'll keep my job, and you're all fired.
Yeah. How's that sound?
Yeah, that's basically what happened, dude. Yep. Phil Harrison, this guy is a fucking asshole, and we should eat him.
Find his address. And let's go eat him.
Yeah.
Leave his family alone, but eat him.
Yeah, in Minecraft.
Right.
Yeah, in Minecraft. Yeah. Clear. Yeah. It's not Roblox.
Well, that's Roblox.
Did you happen to see the Mortal Kombat trailer?
I fucking did.
What'd you think?
It looks bad.
You think so? I think so too.
I think it looks bad. It was interesting at first, where it's like we're hunting this man, and he's a high priority target, and you know he's super wanted by the super FBI and the supers, and he's got superpowers, and I'm like, okay, who is it? And then it's like Sub-Zero, and he's like ripping off Jack's hands with like freezing his hands and then breaking them. I'm like, ooh, cool. And then it goes, we got to send you into the Mortal Kombat competition. And I'm like,
he said the thing though. He said the thing.
Get over here.
But he said it like this. He said, "Get over here." He didn't really like put his all into it, but you know it's okay. It's more of a nod than anything. You know, it looks bad, but it looks bad in a very fun way.
Kind of like Batman v Superman.
When he fucking cut that dude open and turned his blood into a knife and stabbed him with his blood, that was pretty hype. That was pretty fucking cool.
I do have to say, I bet more than anything, the combat, the
Mortal Kombat.
The fight scenes in this movie are going to be incredible, and it's just going to be top notch. All the choreography is going to be on point, but I don't think the story is going to hold it.
Yeah, but I think for a movie like this, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like Kong versus Godzilla that's coming out next month. I don't think that's going to be like groundbreaking story, but I do think it's going to be fucking couple of giant monsters slamming into each other, and that sounds pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, fucking rampaging it up, yeah.
And this movie looks like it's going to be Sub-Zero turning people's blood into swords and stabbing them with it. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. But ultimately, yeah, you're right. It looks bad. All right, let's get into
it. It looks fun, but bad. All right.
Let's get into the MPD numbers. So we don't have like a yearly thing because this is for the month of January. So this is both the month's MPD numbers and the yearly NPD numbers because, you know, the whole year is January.
It's January, yeah.
Yeah. At number 1, these are the best-selling games according to the MPD numbers for anyone who's wondering. At number this year. At number 1, we've got Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, of course. At number 2, oddly, at number 2, moving up from number 3 the previous month, is the Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So that's interesting. At number 3, we've got Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. At number 4, we've got Madden NFL 21. At number 5, we've got Animal Crossing New Horizons, which does not include digital sales. At number 6, we've got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which also does not include digital sales. At number 7, we've got Ring Fit Adventure. At number 8, we've got Call of Duty Modern Warfare. At number 9, we've got Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which does not include digital sales. And at number 10, we have NBA 2K21, which also, for some reason, does not include digital sales.
It probably doesn't include digital sales on the Nintendo Switch store.
Probably, yeah.
It includes it everywhere else, but just not on the Switch.
It is mind-blowing to me how well Nintendo's games sell and for how long. The longevity of these games.
How much
they
sell for.
Yeah, they don't go down in price.
No. Like, why is it that Super Smash Bros. Came back this month? Why? It wasn't on this list before. It was number 11.
People just wanted to play Smash, I guess. I don't know.
I guess. And Animal Crossing, people are still fucking picking that up.
There's a few oddities on here. Ring Fit Adventure went from 19th in December to number 7 this month. And then, go ahead.
The thing that threw me off was in December last year, number 2, I don't even know what it was, but it's just not on this list.
Yeah.
That's throwing me off. I kind of want to know what it was, just to be like, oh, that game sold really well, and then just fucking nobody bought it, and I wonder what it is.
Was it Gods and Monsters or whatever the fuck that game is called now?
Gods and Monsters.
Phoenix Rising or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, it could have been.
Another weird one on here, though, was Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which was number 26th in December, and then in January it jumped up to number 8. So people were just like, I want to fucking play Modern Warfare. Yeah, it's weird.
Cyberpunk.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. That makes
Cyberpunk was number 2.
Of sense.
And this month it's just nowhere on this list.
No one's buying it. And also, like on PlayStation, it's impossible to buy it. So
and Xbox, you can't buy it digitally anymore.
Oh, really? They took it off of Xbox too, huh?
Yeah, I think so. It might still be up there, but yeah, it's crazy.
That is crazy. What to look forward to next week? Nothing. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. Nothing.
Maybe
something will pop up. They don't announce this shit anymore. They just kind of go, we're going to have a direct tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it's like, if it's not on Monday, we don't fucking know until, like, I really wish it was, because that's why I added this, is like, oh, dude, next week is E3, but it's like, we don't fucking know.
Yeah.
We don't know when this shit's
normally we don't mention this, but, you know, it's just like, man, there's nothing to look forward to. There's no games coming out. Like, it's really sad, depressing. Do you have an Open Critic thing at all, or no?
I could do it real quick, I guess. Yeah. Open Critic. Let's see. You got Persona 5 Strikers. I think that was on the list last time. 83. That's about it. There's really nothing going on.
That's something to look forward to, I guess. Persona Strikers came out today. And if you're watching us live, it comes out tomorrow. But if you're listening to the recording, it comes out today. Yeah. So that's exciting.
Nice. Yeah. Nothing on here.
I might pick that up. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to pick that up or not. It's tempting.
I don't know. If I were you, I think I'd wait at least a little longer. It's
got great reviews on Open Critic. I mean,
it's got an 83. Yeah, it's got great reviews. So I don't know. For me, I think I'd wait for the first sale where it goes down like $40.
Yeah, but how long is that going to be? I'm bored right now, Nick. Okay. You got a question for us?
Just picked so many things. Yeah. What is your biggest disappointment of this Nintendo Direct, you guys? What did you wish to see and they just didn't fucking show you? What game looked horrible in this? Why? Fuck them. Nintendo sucks.
Make sure you check out the other Loaded Cast shows. Jake and Corey podcast comes out every Monday. The Chick Flick Show, we do that once a month. We just released a Valentine's Day one. Make sure you go check that out. It's very good. I enjoy it a lot.
I think you're a little biased. I just watched it too, and it is really good.
Thank you. I was about to kick your ass. I was gonna come through the screen and kick your ass. Check us out on Twitter. I'm at emergencypizza_, and Nick is at fatal_microwave. Make sure you check out our Twitch account, twitch.tv/lonercast. We do this live every Monday. I also stream from time to time. Don't backseat game. I will kick your ass, and I will ban you. I swear to God.
Also, if you watch the live streams, fucking chat with us.
Yeah,
we'll do a side note and chat back.
You don't have to, but
you don't have to. But
you don't have to.
You know, if you catch it, and you're like, hey, I wonder, they should talk about this, and then we will. We'll just say fuck it to the news.
Or we won't.
Or we'll just extend the show.
Listen, if your question's bad, we're not gonna answer it.
We'll bring it up though. We'll ask the question and then we just won't answer it.
You see what this idiot said? Wow, what an idiot.
Wow, anyway. What an idiot. Fuck him.
Thanks for watching the show. Check us out next week. Make sure you watch us live every Monday. Twitch.tv/lonercast. Okay, bye-bye.